All right, today I went to the range with my Glock 21, Glock 17. I was shooting 9mm and 45. I've gotten to the point where I can shoot a 45 just as well as a 9mm. Sort of varies from day to day, but roughly, I can hit a man-sized target. 10 yards I can usually hit in this area. So I'm definitely becoming more consistent. I got to make sure I keep going to the range because it's a perishable skill. Doesn't matter if you've been shooting for years, at least for me. Some people might be able to just go back to it and not have any problems. The Glock 21, I am able to just go a while without shooting it and still shoot it fairly well because I've shot it for so long. But it's important to get to the range. So anyway, I was shooting my HKs as well. HK 45, HK USP 45. And those are, of course, hammer fire guns. And I carry striker fire guns. And I just want to be able to shoot both of them effectively. And that's why they're pretty much staples as far as the guns I take to the range. My carry guns are Glock 21. I usually shoot that for a little bit. Actually, the HK USP 45 is the main one I shoot. Okay, and sometimes I shoot the HK 45. And I usually don't shoot the 17, the 9mm, but lately, the last few range trips, I've been taking my 9mm. And this time I try to shoot. I usually shoot about 10 yards. I try to take my Glock 17 and try to shoot at 15 yards. I was aiming for the head. I kept missing to the left. But it was a nice little cluster, but it wasn't too far off. But I shouldn't be taking those type of 15-yard shots, headshots, and not at the range. Not at that range, but I'm going to get used to, I'm going to continue to practice, and maybe someday I might get good at it. I don't use any optics. I use iron sights. I just don't want to get in the habit of trusting optics. I don't want to be in a situation where I'm drawing my gun and I'm drawing it correctly, but the dot isn't there. That light isn't on. That red dot isn't there. That's something that kind of concerns me. But man, when I rented out a Glock 45, it's 9mm. Man, I was able to shoot really well with that compensator, and it had an optic, and yeah, it made me look really good. It made me feel really good too. So I understand why people want to get an optic for sure. But just for me, I like to stick with iron sights. And part of it is, I am kind of cheap, to be honest with you. But it's within my comfort zone. So I might actually get, I'm thinking about getting a Glock 34. It's a 9mm with an optic on there. I mean, I don't know. We'll see if it happens. Okay. Some kids. Anyway, that's something I would consider. I might not. I don't think so. I don't think I really need another handgun. I really would like to get a Walther PDP. That would be kind of great. But I don't think I'm going to start carrying 9mm. I just got so comfortable with 45, and my shooting isn't that much better now with the 9mm. I don't know if it means my shooting with the 45 has improved, or if my shooting with the 9mm has gotten worse. But I'll show you guys some footage. You guys can see what I'm talking about. But anyway, guys, that's what I'm up to. I haven't given up on Glock, not yet. I have a wait and see type of attitude. All right, let's talk about some of my stupid mistakes. I found a hole in my everyday carry bag. Turns out this button for my flashlight was inadvertently pressed. It was on continuously, and it burnt a hole through the bag, and then it burnt a hole through my bag, plastic bag, and then the actual button-out bag. So, lesson learned. Try to unscrew this so that even if this button is pressed, it won't just come on. Now I got to recharge this battery, and that's why you want to keep an eye on your gear. I was at the range last week, and I had my USP. I was firing it, and it had a miss, had a jam, 2 in a row. Turns out I was using the wrong magazine. I was using the magazine for my HK 45. Oh boy.